Hello y'all, today we are going to be planting a bunch of peonies. I paid for a mystery box of flowers and I had no idea what I was going to get. And the thing that I got was 30, I want to say 32 now because I gave 2 away to my sister, but 34 in all. White or fringed ivory peonies. And so today we are going to go plant them. We discussed several things to do with these peonies. Actually, as my parents and Dalton's parents called them, Peonies. I call them peonies, some people call them peonies. We decided to use them to frame a walkway here all the way to the top. So probably starting somewhere around here, we will put them in and flank either side. Alright, it's getting dark, but I kind of wanted to show you what I've gotten done. We got several along this side, and then we've got several along this side as well. We skipped one right here, so we would still have a path up to the wood line, and then it starts again. And then whenever these all grow in, it's going to create a shrub line. And that will be our pathway to this top area. It's the next morning and I've got these bunches of onions that I just got in from Dixondale Farms. And I am going to go ahead and go plant them. I will take you with me for as long as I can. But as you can see from the clouds, or at least what I think you can see from the clouds, it could start raining at any moment. So as long as the rain doesn't fall, you'll be with me, and if the rain starts falling, I'll put my camera away and show you what I get done. I also have these trays of onions. That's not onions. And leeks that I need to get out, but they are hardening off right now, so I will plant those at a different time. I grew these from seeds and they just need to get used to the weather. Alright, this is what we did yesterday evening, and it's light now, so maybe you can see it a little better, but when I walk up this way from my house, these peonies will be flanking the pathway once they start to grow. Alright, this here is my onion bed. I'm going to start at the end behind the compost bin and work my way this way. This right here is some walking onions that I got in a seed swap. And I got those in, I want to say, end of February, beginning of March, and I went ahead and planted them. So last fall we put cardboard and compost down and then covered it with hay. And I'm just going to move the hay aside and plant. There is a good chance we are going to have to make this bed bigger, but onions can be planted fairly close together. So I'm going to plant these ones I've got in my arms, and then I will see if I need to build a bigger bed for those onions that I started from seed that are hardening off today. So the type of onions that I'm planting today are red, candy apple, and candy. I think these are both intermediate day onions. If they're not, I'll pop it up on the screen. If you don't see anything pop up on the screens, that means they are intermediate onions. There are 3 different types of onions. If you live in a place where you plant onions in the fall and they overwinter, you plant the short day onions. If you are somewhere in the middle of the country, you plant the intermediate day onions. And if you're more northern, you plant the long day onions. Now these are just a general guideline. What you should do is look up your latitude. And based on where you fall on that map, you can Google based upon what number you get for that, what type of onions you should plant. You know, it'll tell you which type of onions, long, short, or intermediate. Also, you can just type in what type of onion should I plant. Dixondale is a good source, and it'll tell you what kind of onions to plant for your area. It's raining, so I'm putting the camera away. When I'm done planting my row, I take my hay and I loosely put it over top. I'm not putting it back on as thickly as it was laid down in the first. So when we covered what I'm saying is when we covered in the fall, I laid down a really thick layer, and whenever I'm covering them, I'm just loosely covering them. So I should have some spare hay when I get to the end of this bed. I apologize if my camera's crooked or something. I'm trying really hard to get it straight, but I'm having tripod issues today. With that being said, I'm going to just keep going with these onions. I don't know if you heard me talking a second ago, but one of the reasons that I plant these onions out here and not behind a fence is because the critters don't seem to mess with onions and garlic so much. So I don't want to take up valuable real estate planting these things behind a fence when it's unnecessary. It's raining again. I can't really see the viewfinder, but I hope my makeshift umbrella works. This is the easiest time I have ever had planting onions because I didn't have to dig up the whole bed. My onions in the... Sorry, I just got water in my eye. My onions in the past have grown okay, but because our soil isn't the loosest, they didn't do as good as they can. So I'm hoping that this year by putting the compost down and planting them into the compost, my bulbs get a little bit bigger. It's raining out and the rain's only getting harder, and the temperature actually feels like it's dropping a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go inside. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. It really honestly does make these chores go by so much quicker hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. I think this is going to look so cool whenever it's grown in. Nice wide pathway flanked with peonies. Could be wrong, but I think I'm going to love it.